everybody? Ira Miller here, Homes Around the Villages YouTube channel, and we're kicking off Monday Night Live. What is this? This is May 16th, 2022. So I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. Jacqueline beat you. Usually Kevin's like the first dude in a queue. Oh, hold on. Let's get this set up. We were having some audio difficulties, but let me do this. So, all right. There are some pictures. Christian.
Yes.
There's some pictures I need. You know how we put the pictures on the computer?
Yeah, that was before you. Okay.
Give me. I'll just hold it up to the camera. All right. Sorry, everybody. All right, Kevin. We're gonna wait for the pictures. How's that? We want to have more people up here before we go showing. Well, we're not even gonna let on the little surprise. Okay. So, all right. Thanks, Kevin. Ira is the best. All right, now let's hold that down. Cindy G, how are you? So, hey, guys, let me know if my audio sounds good, because we were having some real issues with our audio, and it took us an hour to get it right before we went on live. That was kind of crazy. So anyways, thanks for joining us this evening. Hope you brought some questions with me, for me. So Cindy, right out of the chute, any truth that insurance companies are adding a surcharge to older homes, stating the building codes or hurricanes have changed. So, well, Cindy, thank you, Mike. Appreciate the audio is good. Appreciate that. All right, so those 12-year-old homes and older. So whenever you buy a home, you're going to want to do a home inspection. And with your home inspection, you're going to inspect the home. We're going to do what's called a WDO, which is wood destroying organisms. And on older homes, we're going to do a wind mitigation. That's what the insurance companies want to see. They want to see a wind mitigation. So we need to let the home inspector know at the time of the inspection whether or not we need to go ahead and get a wind mitigation. So yeah, I would say kind of rule of thumb is anything 10 years old, and well, I'd be 2012. No, I think maybe 15 years and older, we definitely want to do a wind mitigation. And I think your insurance company will give you a break on your insurance, because that's what a wind mitigation does. What they do is they go up in the attic and they have a metal tester, a metal detector, and they'll run it along the truss, and it can detect where the nails go into the sheathing for the roof. And so they'll mark how many inches that whoever installed that roof put nails. And so that's one of the things that the insurance company wants to see, is that there were so many nails per foot or whatever. They also want to know if it has a strap on the end and how many nails are in the strap. So those are all your hurricane protection measures that the insurance company is looking for. So that's all in a wind mitigation report. When I was a home inspector, I did a couple of those, so that's why I know what that is. Sometimes you'll hear something called a 4-point inspection. Well, a 4-point inspection are just kind of 4 points that the insurance company really wants to know about within the home inspection. And home inspectors, because they have to fill out another report, will charge you extra for that. I don't think you need that. I mean, if need be, we can just provide the whole report to the insurance company and say, here you go. and you don't have to pay for the 4-point inspection. But at a minimum, on older homes, they're going to want to see a 4-point inspection, and they're going to want to see a wind mitigation inspection. And now that I think about it, we might want to go over that with Dwayne and Gene about them checking in on their insurance company and what their insurance company is going to require. Because I went ahead and I did an overview of a home for these folks. I found a couple things wrong with the home that I pointed out to them. They only said they wanted a couple things fixed. They weren't really concerned about having every outlet checked, having all the ceiling fans checked and lights checked and stuff like that. But anyways, he wanted to save the money because really, oh man, home inspections, let me tell you, they have really gone up. I mean, they're over $500 now just to get a home inspection and WDO, wood destroying organism, AKA termite inspection, over $500. They're between $500 and $600 today, when they used to be $350 last year. So everything's gone up, as we know. And when I first heard of a home inspector wanting to charge over $500, I told Blakely, I said, nope, call somebody else, and then call somebody else, and call somebody else, and they're all that way now. So I can't get anything less than, $525 to $550, I guess, is the cheapest. And then if they do a wind mitigation report, they're going to want an extra $75 to $100 for that. So that's where it can get all the way up to $600 on your home inspection. So, anyways, that's what is entailed in what the insurance companies are looking for, Cindy. So, Jacqueline, want to give you a good shout out. You're the best as well. So I love you because you're always there for me. You're always giving me, a lot of kudos and making me blush a little bit when I read that stuff. So, all right. So let's go to Mike. Mike has Mike, you know what, Mike? I had one of my best friends growing up was Mike Porter. So when I see Mike Porter, it kind of makes me think of my buddy Mike Porter. Hi, Ira. Looks like the inventory in the villages, but prices still look higher. 55-degree day in Buffalo. Ooh. So first, let me just say, hey, condolences with everything that went up there recently with that shooting. We've heard that all the way across the country, I guess. So sad to hear about something like that. I'm surprised it's still 55 degrees up there. I thought it warmed up. But I was listening. I'm always listening to news, and my buddy Mark, he likes to send me these YouTube videos. I just sold Mark and Marcy a home in on top of the world, but so he sent me something from a link to a YouTube video from somebody, and then I actually listened to another video after that, and I was listening to a video popped up with Maria Bartiromo. I don't know if it was from last week or whatever, but she's talking to a billionaire who does a lot of real estate investing, and she goes, do you predict, prices to stay the same? Do you predict a crash like what happened in 06, 07, 08? So he was saying, no, this is a different market. It's a different environment for real estate. But here's the bottom line, and he kind of pointed that out too, is supply and demand for building materials. And he's actually saying that builders can't keep up with the demand, and there's actually there's more of a demand for homes than there are homes. And let me tell you, they're building homes, I mean, like crazy. You know, here where I live in Ocala, I just did a video for some folks on some new home neighborhoods. So, but, you know, they can't finish them. I mean, it's taken them, here's the problem. It's taken them way too long to finish these homes. They're taking 10 to 12 months to build a home. When typically, if you're a builder and you're building spec homes or whatever, it shouldn't take you more than 6-7 months to build a home. 8 tops, okay? Not 10 to 12 months. And when you're going out 10 to 12 months to build a home, then there's a backlog. And so, again, we all know the theory behind supply and demand. And when there's more demand than there is supply, prices are going to stay high. And so that's where we are. And then it all depends on, you know, then it's the trickle down effect as well, because building material is in short supply. And so when you have building material that's in short supply, then that material tends to be higher. And so it's a whole different market here this time than it was back in 06, 07. So like I said, there's a pent up demand, and I guess especially here in Florida, because so many people want to move to Florida. So I don't see, I see there, so even though, I mean, I haven't looked at the market for a while. Christian, what do I go to 2?
Yeah.
And then put myself here?
Yep. Oh, actually.
Okay.
Go to the red.
Stand by.
And it's switcher. And scroll down on that. Go to A.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, you said A.
I said yes, not set A, to A. Then just hit that little. Oh, okay.
You're killing me.
You changed it though.
You're killing me.
Here, just it won't work though.
It won't work?
No, I would have to reset the A10.
All right, anyways, y'all can see the screen. I'm trying to get myself where you could see me too, but we won't have to worry about that. I haven't looked to see now. Anytime I'm wondering what's going on in the real estate supply world, I always go off of the villages and look to see what's going on with the villages. So they've totally redone my MLS. It's kind of crazy the way things are. I have no idea what's working and what's not. All right, anyways, let's get out of here. Search. So the villages up here, 130 matches down here. So I think last week, or I think last time we were together, Christian. I think the last time, no, I want to. Okay, I think the last time we were together, it was 122. It kind of averaged at 122. So. All right, so inventory still continues to go up. which means there's less of a demand than there is the supply. But normal inventory is like 550. So when we're looking at 130, yeah, it's creeping up little by little, you know, but because there's still that demand there. But yeah, we're way away from a normal market. So that's kind of where we're at in inventory in this area. So as long as it's that low, it's going to those prices are going to stay high. And like I said, it's the trickle down effect, and we need to get the supply issue straightened out. So we'll stop it there. All right. So listen, we're looking at all these different temperatures. So Kevin, how is it 80 degrees in Rhode Island and it's 55 in Buffalo and 67 in Pittsburgh? I mean, I don't get it, because y'all are up there in the Northeast together. Now down here, what's the temperature?
85.
It's 85? Let's see, 88. 88 degrees here in Florida. So Kevin, you're not too much further away from us. 8 degrees difference in Rhode Island. I don't understand how you have the weather so much warmer there in Rhode Island. But I'm not saying it's not. But all right, so listen, Mike, there you go, 130 homes in the villages for inventory, but prices still look higher, and they're going to stay high until something happens. Now, personally, I think we're teetering on a crash, because I just feel like if that stock market starts to go, everything is gonna come tumbling down like a house of cards. So and then that same guy I was talking, well, I forget which video I was listening to. They were saying that the only thing keeping the stock market from crashing is Apple. So as long as Apple is doing well, that I don't understand beyond that. But they were just saying that's about the only thing that's kind of, even though Apple has gone down a little bit, I do have some Apple stock because they split, and when they split, I jumped on it. Anyways, I digress. Any truth in insurance? Okay, so Cindy, we took care of you, hopefully. Rainy North Jersey. So Elaine, thank you. Elaine is my watchdog, because Elaine told me, and thank you, Elaine, for doing that. She wrote me when I did my my lawn video. How many of you watched my lawn video? Anyways, I'm out there doing my lawn. I'm like, and I think that's part of my problem, why my audio is messed up, because I grabbed this camera right here, took it outside, and decided to do that lawn video because of how finicky our St. Augustine grass is here. Anyways, so Elaine goes, Ira, you might want to check your comments, because there was one person who was saying something in Spanish and putting a link in there.
Every video.
What happens every video? Mm-hmm. So Christian, he monitors the comments, but this was on I think you put that out there on a Friday, right?
Yeah, or Thursday, yeah.
And so by the time it got going, I think there were a couple people in there we had to take out. So thanks, Elaine. Thank you for notifying me, because if it's on the weekend, Christian's off, and he knows that he's supposed to kind of look at all the comments and make sure that there's nothing like that going on, because we used to have, I don't know, some crazy sex stuff going on there too. We had to dump. All right. So, did the building codes change after 2003? Yes, they did, but not by much. Hurricane Andrew. When was Andrew? 96? Hurricane Andrew is the one that really started everything, because Hurricane Andrew devastated South Florida. I mean, Homestead, South Miami.
92.
92? So that's when all the building codes started to change. But they tweaked them a little bit, Mike, but I don't think it's enough, really. They came up with different hurricane clips and hurricane straps and rod systems, they call, for wood-framed homes. I won't bore you with all the construction stuff about rods going through from the slab through the wall, tying down. But anyways, they tweaked it a little bit, but I don't think enough really to. So they just want to know that all the clips are in place, all the straps are in place, and maybe they required more nails in a sheet of plywood, nailing down to the trusses after 2003. That might have changed the nailing pattern. So that's kind of why they want to do a wind mitigation. So I wouldn't worry about a home after 2003, because I know the homes that are in Marion County in the villages, they were built 2002, 2003, every single one of them passed the wind mitigation test for the insurance company. So now, maybe a different builder, you might want to check that out. But it says was told not to buy a home built before 2003. I wouldn't. Honestly, there's plenty of homes that are built before 2003 that are still standing. And here's the thing, too. Let me just say, hold on a second. Here's what I do know. All right, so a home, that's almost 20 years ago. It's 19 years ago that if you're talking about a home that's 2003, 19, 20, whatever. Well, you need to be replacing that roof by then anyways. And I will tell you, whenever they go and they take off the old shingles and the old tar paper, felt, whatever you want to call it, they require that roofer to nail down more nails in the sheathing, so you can pretty much be guaranteed that unless it's a shady roofer and they didn't go and nail down every one of those sheets of plywood, or OSB they call them, the oriented strand board, then if it has a newer roof on there, Mike, you're not going to have. That's pretty much about the big thing with the building codes before 2003. If it hasn't had a new roof, if it's had a new roof put on it, they've re-nailed all the sheathing. You should be good to go. And pretty much they use the same straps and hurricane clips, hurricane straps, hurricane clips, nails in them. So I don't think you have to worry about that. Actually, thanks, I actually work for Tops. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So I'm not sure what Tops is, but I know what you're talking about with the incident that happened at that grocery store up there in Buffalo. So was Tops? That might have been the grocery store. I can't remember. Jerry Bell, he's kind of joined in with us. Jerry, you're a little late today, buddy. Usually you are right at the top, but we've only been going for 25 minutes, so. So welcome, Jerry. Thank you for joining in. As usual, I appreciate it. Now Jerry and Kevin can just really start going after it, right, guys? Yep, there he goes.
That was the supermarket.
That was? Okay. So my Ed McMahon over here, he checked to see what that was. So, yes, definitely my condolences up there. That is, wow. So Ramai has joined in on the program. How you doing, Ramai? Thank you for joining in. I haven't heard from you in a while. Usually I get an email before now, but thank you. Oh, Iron Maiden. Dude, are they still around? Wow. I will say this. Kind of sad that Ozzy Osbourne, if we want to start talking about heavy metal, he's not, he kind of, I don't know, I guess he got Parkinson's or something. It's sad because, let me just get rid of this. Because I don't think he's ever going to tour again. And I'm the type of guy who likes to see as many different acts as I can. Who did I just see?
Not the Electric Light Orchestra.
Oh, Elton John. That's who I saw. I have never seen Elton John. I put some videos and stuff on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page. That was cool. That was a great concert. Oh, you know what? And I was watching, so I'd go on YouTube, obviously, I'm on YouTube here. Well, I'll go on YouTube and watch some videos, some music videos. And there's a music video, I like George Harrison a lot, and kind of miss George Harrison. I wish he was around to go to one of his concerts. But anyways, they had the concert for George, and they had Eric Clapton, and they had... Now, I did see Danny Harrison in concert. That was pretty cool. He played one of his dad's songs. And there was Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr. But there was this one guy who played the kettle drums, and he played the bongos, and he's playing the tambourine. And I'm like, who's this guy, Looks like he's about 75 years old, and he's just rocking and rolling back there. Well, come to find out, that is Elton John's, he's in Elton John's band, and he backs up all the percussion. So that was pretty cool. I forget what his name was, but so now I know who he was from watching those videos. Let's see. So yeah, Ramai, who was telling us rainy Jersey? Elaine was telling us. So we need some of that rain down here, actually, to water my yard. Let's see. So I scored some Iron Maiden tickets for October. Madison Square Gardens. Wow. Cool. I actually saw Eric Clapton at Madison Square Gardens. So we just flew up there only for that concert. And actually, I think, if I remember correctly, there was a hurricane coming. So yeah, that's right, there was. When I saw Eric Clapton, we went and we saw the concert and we had to fly right home before they closed the airports down on us. So that was good. I can check Eric Clapton off the list, off the old bucket list. So Teresa, thanks for joining in. How many people we got, Christian?
38 at the moment, but we had 50 just a bit ago.
How did we drop 12? All right, Kevin. So somebody we know had a birthday. Happy birthday to Gio. So last Wednesday, which I think was the 9th, and I got some cool pictures. I think we showed all these pictures. Maybe not. All right, let's go check out some pictures of Gio. It's that time of the show here. So there's Gio, right? There he is there, Mr. Cool Guy. Normally I have these put on the computer. Kevin and Karen and Gio, big boy standing up. He goes, huh? Who, me? I didn't do anything. And then I think that was from the birthday party. So, summertime finally. So happy birthday. So I'm gonna have to meet him in person, Kevin, pretty soon here. Looking forward to that, okay? So thank you for sending those pictures so all of us can follow along and watch this guy grow up. He's getting pretty big. Actually, I should have done it that way. Like that. And then I have all the other pictures on the... right? Anyways, we had audio problems we had to work on for an hour. I was kind of freaking out because we were going to have to use the lapel mic and the battery packs, even with the lithium batteries, they might not have held out the whole show. So I was freaking out about that. All right, so let's see. Let me just go through here. Got them Iron Maiden tickets. Yeah, see, you got me going on that classic rock. Row 1, no way. No, you got row 1 for Iron Maiden. Who's playing with them? Rami. I'm sure they've got an act playing with them as well. Warm up in the north. I guess that's why Kevin, he's got 80-degree weather in Rhode Island. Played pickleball, okay. Cold front coming, Kevin. Mike. I think Mike, he's kind of wishing you some colder weather there, Kevin. Hitting us now, 60s coming your way, Kev. We're getting blasted with the rain. Oh my gosh, so listen guys. So I better not be coming down south here, because on Thursday I leave to go to South Carolina. It's where my brother lives in Columbia. And so I'm trailering a motorcycle from here to Columbia, and then me and my brother are riding over to Dillard, Georgia, which is up in the mountains in the northern part of Georgia. So we do that once a year, get together. So hope I have good weather, because if I have bad weather, I'm not driving to South Carolina. I'm driving trailering the motorcycle right to Dillard, because I'm not going to ride in that mess. And then maybe we'll ride in between raindrops up in Dillard, Georgia, but I'm not going to ride it from Columbia, South Carolina to the mountains of Georgia and back again, and then all the way around. Anyways, so the rain is coming. So today's Monday. It's probably going to be through by the time I leave on Thursday and then ride on Friday. Let's see. 82 degrees here in Old Bridge, New Jersey. Well, Elaine? I thought she told me the temperature where she was. Anyways, 64 in Cape May.
She just said it's raining.
I thought it was like 67. Crazy. That's crazy weather up there, you guys. Because some of them are in the 80s and some of them are in the 60s. Whew.
72, she says, Elaine.
Okay, well, she's right in the middle. And Kevin says, rain coming in 2 hours. So, let's see. Jacqueline said, I did. Cindy said, I did. You did what? Oh, probably got the rain. Okay. Storm in Hunterdon County, New Jersey. That was a devastating storm. Really? Whoa. All right. So, Jeff, thank you for your question. Have you found that home insurance in Florida has been exponentially rising lately? Yes. It's going up. Well, I guess everything is going up, right? But I was closed on a home today, and that was one of the topics of our discussion, was the rising cost of homeowners insurance. So I told it, it used to be $1,000 to $1,200. Honestly, I don't really know how much homeowners insurance is going for today, because I don't ask how much they're paying for homeowners insurance. I guess I should. I guess I will from now on. But just so I can kind of let you guys know if it's going up. So I think they told me they paid something like $6,000. They came from New York. And their homeowners and car insurance cost them $6,000 a year. I'm like, oh, well, welcome to Florida, because it's not like that here. Let's see. So everything is going up though, Jeff. Everything is going up. It's kind of crazy. And the thing is, well, and as I mentioned, I hesitate when I say it's probably never going to go down. But I kind of say it's probably never going to go down because of the cost of building, right? Everything is related. So even pre-owned homes, I just don't see, it's not the same market like it was, as I said earlier, in '06, '07, '08. It's not the big foreclosure market. I just don't see. The big foreclosure market happened because there were so many investors out there. And yes, there's a bunch of investors today flipping homes, but this was investors getting 125% of the value of the home so they can go ahead and buy a home, use that extra money to renovate and update and then flip. And they were buying multiple homes, and the market, the bottom fell out of the market. I don't see that happening. I don't see a bunch of investors going and flipping homes because it's so hard to get material. So, you know, the thing about investors and buying an investment home, you have to get in there, buy that home, renovate it as fast as you can, and then flip it, because you're not wanting to pay monthly costs on taxes, insurance, mortgage payments, utilities. Every month that goes by, you don't sell that home, there goes your profit. And so with the delay in supplies, that could easily happen. So we just don't see that kind of investor market going on like we did back in the early 2000s. All right, so so I don't really see us having a problem there. So thanks, Mike. I sincerely appreciate that comment about you contacting us, because, you know, I really feel like, number one, been doing this for 22 years now. I have a very good knowledge of construction, since I have a contractor's license and built many homes. And I had a home inspector license, but I just figured to myself, I'm never going to be a home inspector. That's just not for me. So I let that go void, or whatever you call it. I could pick it up. I could easily get it back, but I just don't. But I do have my contractor's license. I keep that current. And actually this year I have to do my 14 hours of continuing education to renew that for this year. But anyways, I appreciate that. And also, you know what really kind of makes, it's not me, it's my whole team. So I have Christian over here, I have Blakely, and by the way, I think Blakely, she's out sick. So I'm not going to divulge it. I think she might have COVID, but we don't know. She says she got the test. I don't know. Anyways, we're hoping and wishing her the best, and that she pulls out of whatever she does have. But anyways, I have a whole team of people that help me, right? So we feel like we give excellent customer service. And any successful real estate agent that's trying to do everything is going to really fail miserably and drop the ball, because in this business, if you're very successful, you have to have an assistant, and I have to have 2 assistants because of what we have going on here on Homes Around the Villages. So anyways, we are here for you to provide good, excellent customer service. And so Blakely, she is awesome. She's really learned a lot in the 5 months that she's been with us, and rely on her a lot. So we bring a lot to the table for you. We'll take good care of you. So thank you, Mike. Got another one for you to check out. Rami Poison. I think that's the concert I'm going to see, right? I think it's Poison. Yeah, it's Poison, Motley Crue, Joan Jett, and one more. Poison, Motley Crue, Joan Jett.
What month?
June. So Ramley, I'm trying. Oh, we got some excellent tickets too. So Geo. Hello, is it even possible to buy a home in the Villages for under 300? That's not a manufactured home, new and used, maybe a villa. Boy, I'll tell you what, I cannot believe, it just blows my mind that patio villas are going for over 300,000. Here, let's go back to this. We're gonna check for you. So let's do this. Here, this is gonna answer your question, because here we are. We're gonna put in price 300 and under, that little minus sign. We have 8 matches down here in the bottom left corner, if you can see my cursor. So this will just answer your question for you. So if we go over here, mobile home, manufactured, single family at 288, 1,122 square feet, it's a 1999, and a villa. There you go. So that's what you get, $179 for a manufactured home, $179 for another manufactured home. This one's been on the market 88 days. This is a real estate owned. This is a foreclosure. That's one of the rarities. It's been on the market 88 days. Wow. That's crazy. Let's see what it started out at. I can go down here, and it started out at 179, and 88 days later, it's still at 179. They need to bring that baby down. It must really be a mess. It's got...
Kevin says the other band was Def Leppard.
Oh yeah. Def Leppard. I knew I was missing one. So these, Bruce, are what? This one's 188. So here we can see a big discrepancy, and it always has been, between the cost of a manufactured home and then into the villas, because the villas pretty much, now here's one for $269. That's crazy for a double wide manufactured home. But it's a 2015, so it's a newer one, 4 bedrooms. Well, it's been on the market 24 days. If it's been on the market that long, there's a resistance. Now, this is a patio villa. If y'all look right here, see where it says single family residence? They mismarked that. It is a patio villa here. They need to correct that. Anyways, $288 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath patio villa. And then, so they're all villas. This one's $299 for a 1994. And then, last but not least, another patio villa, 1994. So that's it. I mean, there are no homes that we have in the MLS. So that's a sad state of affairs. Now, I'll tell you, that's why a lot of people tend to go to other communities. So the villages are great. I mean, they have a lot to offer. They have the town squares. They have all the golf cart, paths and tunnels and stuff like that. But you may want to think about it, because I can tell you, once you're there for a little while in the villages, you kind of get settled in, and a lot of stuff tends to all the entertainment stuff tend to kind of go by the wayside, and then you're kind of settled into whatever your interests are in recreation. So that's kind of how that works. Have a friend who works for medicine. Really? Oh, hey. Oh, Rami, that's good to know. I can make another quick trip up to New York City if I see something coming to Madison Square Gardens, right? You'd help a brother out, wouldn't you? Is there an insurance company that is better for house and auto bundles? Oh, hey, Rock, how's it going? So I usually recommend 2 insurance companies. Number 1 is the Village's Insurance, because I'm used to working with them for so many years when I worked for the Villages. And then all-in-one insurance seems to be, and there's one other one, it's called KIN, K-I-N Insurance. KIN Insurance has been very competitive in their rates. So let me see something here. What happened? KIN Insurance. See right down here? They're out of Chicago? But KIN, for the longest time, were the only ones that were given insurance for homes that had over 15-year roofs. So mobile home insurance, condo, home insurance. So y'all might want to, if you're interested in getting insurance, check KIN out. And I've got a local guy that I can give you the number of, right? So where am I? There we are. I'll learn this thing sooner or later. Anyways, Def Leppard, yes, Kevin. All right, let's see. 72. All right, after tonight, a stretch of nice weather. Good. Jacqueline, I haven't watched that lawn video yet. So I'm kind of wondering, and Cindy, if it didn't come out good, I'm blaming Christian, because he's the one that did the editing. So it's all Christian's fault. So if you have bad rating, what do you call it, reviews?
Critiques.
See Townsend at eragrizzard.com. Right? He's got big shoulders. He can take it. Plus, he's my guy that looks at all the comments anyways. All right. So what'd you think anyways? What'd you think of the lawn video? Was it too long? I don't know. How long was the lawn video? Did it edit down to?
It was 32.
32 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be longer than that, so that's good. So Kamala, where do you pay $850 for home insurance? Where would that be?
Back up to 55 people now.
Yeah. Because I'm is that in Florida? Where you pay $850? New Jersey. Okay. Well, you did have Superstorm Sandy, but I dare say that was a rarity, and I think we have more of a potential to get hurricanes here. So that's why insurance is a little more expensive. And I'm going to tell you all the roof scams, because there was a lot of roof scams. Let's see here. Okay. And I think that's all the roof scams that went on down here. I cannot tell you. I watched so many insurance companies get whacked for a new roof, where all these roofers were going around scamming the insurance companies, saying that all these roofs were damaged by hail. And to be honest with you, I honestly can't remember the last time that there was hail here in North Central Florida. So it just doesn't seem like there could be that many roofs damaged by, and I would think if hail is going to damage your roof, it's going to be those big old babies, not the little. When we get hail, it's like this. Right? It's little pebbles. Maybe it can damage a roof. I don't think so, but who knows?
I think when my dad was a kid.
Yeah, really that long ago. Yeah. But $6,900 in taxes. Yeah, we're about half that. The video is good, but holy hell, a ton of chemicals. Well, so I agree. I might have had a little bit of overkill on that, because I'm kind of paranoid of those chinch bugs now because of what they've done to my lawn in the past. They're not going to get over on me anymore. I got a trick for them. So they can come on into my lawn if they want to, but they won't be leaving. They'll be leaving on a stretcher. We had a roof leak and our insurance company paid half of the cost. Yeah, I think that's what they started doing. I mean, for the longest time, they paid for the whole roof. And then they started saying, well, we're not going to pay for the whole roof. We'll pay for half. And then they kind of whittled that down. So I think by then it was just too late. I think everybody was going to get a new roof had already gotten one. So the insurance companies really took a hit. But, I mean, knock on wood, we haven't had a hurricane in this area. I just feel like we're due for one. So I'm getting a little nervous. And I'm thinking about getting one of those Generac generators, those big generators, because in my house we have natural gas. It would just make sense to get one of those Generac generators so I won't be without power. Because I'll tell you right now, we're due. So if y'all are coming down, we're getting into hurricane season here next month. All right. What's a nematode? A nematode. For my grubs, I went natural. Bought beneficial nematodes. Well, I'm going to put Christian on... was that a worm?
Roundworm.
Huh?
Roundworm.
A what?
Roundworm.
A roundworm?
Mm-hmm.
We have worms. I got worms all in my lawn.
They're plant parasitic, so they live off of plants.
The nematodes?
Mm-hmm.
But she said that they're supposed to eat grubs. All right, let's talk about taxes. $12,000 in taxes. That's exactly what these people today who closed on a home in Stonecrest told me they paid. They were asking me about taxes. And so I told them, okay, this is what the current people are paying. They bought their home 5 years ago for $203,000 in 2017, 203. Sold that same home to these folks, to Bob and Maritza, for $375, and that was a bargain. So that just shows you how much homes went up. But, and I kind of helped them figure out how to figure out what their taxes. The taxes were like $2,500, I think, maybe $2,300. No, I think it was like $2,500 for the ad valorem and non-ad valorem. I probably need to do another tax video. I've got a really good tax video, but it's probably buried way into all these other videos. I haven't done one recently. I think I'm going to do a more recent tax video for y'all. But anyways, yeah. So he was telling me they were paying $12,000 in taxes. And then that's the same people I was telling you who were paying $6,000 in homeowners and car insurance. That's $20,000 a year versus maybe $5,000 here. So there's an incentive right there. But yeah, Cindy, you know, sometimes I tend to overdo it. Actually, in my pool, I have the salt system where it converts salt into sodium chloride or chlorine chlorine. And I just started dumping salt. I just overkilled the salt in the pool. I figured, hey, nobody uses it that much anyway, so I might as well just dump a bunch of salt in there. Well, I killed the salt cell. That thing went. And it wasn't generating, once it gets so high in sodium, it stops generating anyway. So maybe I better just kind of, I think I've pretty much, I've fertilized, I put pesticide on there, I put iron on there to make it really green. So I think I'm good for a while. Let's see here. Beneficial nematodes. So Christian, we're gonna have to find where we can get nematodes. That's the next thing, nematodes. Thanks, Elaine. I'll let you know. Why do roofs have to be replaced so often in Florida? It seems absurd to have replaced after 12 years. Well, really, 12 years. So I will tell you, Wolverine, that some roofers today will say, we're going to give you a lifetime warranty. Over and on top of the world, they're giving you a 50-year warranty on your roof. It has to do not so much with the shingles on top, but with the underlayment underneath. And so they've really gotten to be really cutting edge, state of the art with the underlayment. And so your shingles can literally pretty much lose all those granules on there, but it's that underlayment that keeps the water from coming through. They even have something called peel and stick, which is like a membrane, a rubber membrane that they peel and just stick right to the, now that's kind of expensive, but they're giving lifetime warranties to these roofs that have peel and stick over the whole roof. So, but 12 years, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have to replace your roof in 12 years, because most dimensional shingles, architectural shingles, they call them, they're 30-year rated shingles, 30, 35, typically, in their limited warranty. They should last 20 anyways. 20 to 25 years are what these architectural shingles should last for you, not 12. And that's why I was telling you, I think it's a scam to see all these roofs getting replaced when these roofers were saying they were all damaged by hail. And I don't remember hail, not to that amount. So yeah, Wolverine, I would just say, you know, that's not the norm. I think that's more of a scam by the roofer to get roofs replaced that are only 12 years old. And that's when you get your whole roof replaced. You're like, oh man, it's only 12 years old, but it's got all this damage from hail. You know, rather than it being a 20-year roof and them trying to get it replaced. But that's why it's kind of the sweet spot for these roofers, because it's not too old where it's way past the warranty or coming up on the limited warranty, but yet it's not brand new either. So that seems to be those scamming roofers' sweet spot, is 12 years. All right, anything to keep snakes away, that's the only thing I'm afraid of. I'll tell you what, I don't know if this works. The lady across the street, though, she put mothballs all the way around her house, mothballs. I'm like, what do you do with these mothballs? Oh, it keeps the snakes away. I don't know. I'm sorry, Teresa, that you're afraid of snakes, but those keep the rats away. And we have a big problem with lizards. People call them geckos. And those snakes eat up them lizards too. So, I mean, yeah, so I know a lot of ladies are scared of snakes, but they're a good thing. Are you afraid of snakes?
Colby does not like them.
He doesn't like them? All right. So Elaine says I can order them online. It's a microorganism that gives disease. So it's a microorganism, that nematode. It's not what you showed me.
That's what I found on Google. I'm not sure.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a beneficial nematode. So we'll have to look into that. A beneficial nematode. Oh, hey, Sylvan, where have you been? I haven't heard from you in a while. So it's so good to hear from you. It's been a while. Should we book our lifestyle visit at On Top of the World of Stone Creek through you when the time comes? Yeah, I would say yes anyways. Blakely will handle all that for you. And just, yeah, let us know, especially On Top of the World. They're so weird. They really give me a hard time, but we're not even going to get off into that. But yeah, please let us book that for you. Blakely will be happy to do that. She'll get all the paperwork ready. She'll get everything done for you. One-stop shop right here. Okay, Sylvan? I thought it was the insurance companies demanding new roofs or no renewal. Oh, well, so yes, Wolverine, you do have a point about the insurance companies wanting to see roofs. It's kind of a catch-22. It's kind of crazy because, I mean, well, so just think about it. That's why they want roofs newer than 12 years old, because of the roof scammers that come up with this stuff and say that it needs a new roof after 12 years, when no, it really doesn't. I would say you just get a roof inspection, and we could have roofers come over and do a report for you. You hand that to the homeowner's insurance and say, look, I had a professional roofer come over, he examined my roof, there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm sure that would probably I'm sure that would do the trick. Okay, how's that? So we'll try. I would suggest you try that. Get a roofer to come over there and say, hey, can you check my roof out? They usually do it for free, because this is how they get business. But if you get an honest roofer, like I know, the two honest roofers that I usually use, well, there's actually three, it depends. SPS Roofing, SAC Roofing, or Big D, Don Strauss Roofing. Those three I know are very honest. They're not going to scam you. They're not going to try to sell you a roof when you don't need one. Here in this area, Ocala to the villages. So Mike, I'm so happy we're here to entertain you, buddy, because that's what this is all about. And you'll learn something in the process. So thank you for being entertained, because that's what we're here for. We're here for fun. We'll learn little tidbits here and there, and that's why I do this, because, I think it helps everybody. Let's see. So Bruce, the thing is, they want to sit there. Okay, so here's the deal. If you've been with an insurance company for, let's say, since you bought the house, and they're not likely to, after your roof is 12 years old, to cancel you. Because here's the deal. If they come to you and say your roof is 12 years old, you need a new roof, well, then you're going to go back to them and say, well, then you need to pay for the new roof, because if there's something wrong with my roof where I need a new roof, then that's why I have homeowners insurance, and you need to pay for that roof. So what you're talking about are other insurance companies where you're trying to get, and like I said, that KIN insurance, they were given insurance for roofs 15, 16, 17 years old. So that's why I had suggested them earlier in the program. But yeah, there are some insurance companies that want to see you have a newer roof. What I would suggest you do is just whoever the homeowner is, whoever they have insurance with, contact them and say, hey, I'm buying this home. You already have it insured. I want to go ahead and just carry on the same insurance. And I don't really see that being a problem. And like I said, if it is, then they need to step up and pay for a new roof. But I don't think there's a whole lot they can stand on if you have a professional roofer go over there and give a report that there's not a problem with that roof. All right, so that's what I have to say. They jack the cost with older roofs. I think they jack the cost regardless, but... And thank you, Henry.
Mr. Miller.
Henry Miller. No relation, right? Or maybe I just paid one of my cousins. All right, so that's great. So I'm glad that Ken enjoyed that about my landscaping. Give you a little peek into my private world, I guess, with my own home. But, you know, I mean, I did that for not only everybody who's moving to Florida, but also I wanted you to know, like, when you move to an area where they have maintenance-free living and they cut the lawn for you, I'm here to tell you right now that you're going to have to do extra stuff to your lawn if you want to have a nice lawn, because it's even like I used to, you know, go out and use some of these not lawn companies, but lawn spraying companies to spray for weeds, spray fertilizer, and spray for pests. And those guys, in my opinion, they're the biggest ripoffs going. So they'll come in there and they'll just go in there and spray stuff around. I don't think they're doing a thing, you know, because I always ended up with weeds. Finally, I used one after the other. Finally, I just got rid of them and just doing it myself. I can do as good a job as they can do, if not, well, better, I'm thinking. But anyways, there is something I will say that I failed to mention in the lawn video. There's something called a Fertigator. Fertigator is you hook it up to your sprinkler system and it sprays and then I don't know exactly, I don't have it, but now that I think about it, but Fertigator, you pour stuff into the Fertigator and it goes through your sprinkler system, and so every time you water your lawn, you're getting some nutrients into your lawn and weed killer, and also kills the insects. So now that I think about it, I probably should get a Fertigator myself. Anyways, Fertigator, and that's a free advertisement for Fertigator. They're gonna have to pay me. So thank you, Henry, and somebody trying to talk to me. Oh, nope. Let's see. So I'm glad Ken enjoyed my my little lawn thing. Are there any new 55 plus in the area coming up that we should know about? No. I'm just trying to think. You know, I specialize in active adult communities, AACs, also known as 55 plus communities, but there's a lot of 55 plus communities that don't have any recreation, any activities, nothing. And so that's why I like to say I specialize in the active adult communities that have all of these activities, planned activities that go on inside there. So that's what I was trying to think about. Are there any new ones? Because there are some 55 plus communities that pop up that they're just 55 plus communities, but they have no activities to them. So I don't really pay attention to those. I just look for the ones where, you know, people can come and live and enjoy their life and have all these activities at their disposal. Okay, so are there any? Okay, thanks for all the great information you always give us for free. I truly appreciate it. Oh, wrestler, absolutely. Thank you very much for that. Everyone, please remember to click the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. It shows I care and it's free. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Because I usually say that at the end of all my videos, but I don't know, maybe people don't watch it all the way through, or they click off, you know, right at the end or whatever. But yeah, I do appreciate all the subscribers that I do have. And we are coming up to what, 13,000?
10 away, I think.
Oh, really?
Or it might be 10 or 110. I forget what number we're at.
Yeah, it's got to be 110. Cause yeah, we were at 13,800 and something last week. I didn't think we did that. Henry says no, he's not going to hit the subscribe button. So
Yeah, I think that was towards if you were related.
I'm just messing with him. Did I hear that there's going to be a 4 square in the villages? So yes, well, so it's a modified square. And I know I should, you know, have a little more information about what it is, but things tend to change all the time, so I kind of wait till I see the groundbreaking. But yeah, it's out there in the brand new area off of 470, I think, or 472, I think is the name of that road, way down south where the new high school. It's right down there by where the prison is, the federal prison. It's in that area, if you know where that is. So good. I got Sylvan that enjoys doing. So there you go, Sylvan. You're ready to go now. I mean, when you get here, just watch the video and you can do it yourself. All right. So the Daytona Margaritaville, which Mike's telling me 12,800.
Yeah, so then it would be 110 then. Because we're 10 away from 900 then.
Oh, okay. So 12,890.
Mm.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Daytona? So I love Daytona. I love Margaritaville, Latitude Margaritaville. You probably haven't seen anything going on with Latitude Margaritaville. Well, for the main reason is they stopped having salespeople in their sales office because they're 2 years away. They got inundated. They got so backed up with sales, they had to cut it off because they got up to where they were 2 years away for any home to be built over there. So they just went, no more for now. And so now they have, what's the one up in the Panhandle? Water Sound. So that's kind of one of the places that my wife and I contemplated on moving to, is not so much the Latitude Margaritaville up there in Water Sound, but it's right by Panama City and Destin, and we just love it up there. Clear water, white sandy beaches. There's a lot to do up there. It's really a lot of fun. Love that place. Anyways, Water Sound might be a good option at this point. So Minto Homes, M-I-N-T-O Homes, they're the developer of Latitude Margaritaville. So we're in touch with Minto Homes all the time, staying up to date. So that's kind of how we know. So I think, if people are like that lifestyle, that Latitude Margaritaville lifestyle, which, it rivals, I guess, the villages. And anybody who wants that kind of lifestyle, but not the size of the villages, might want to check out Latitude Margaritaville. Are you familiar with Village Green in St. Pete? I'm getting concerned about how high the rents are getting in all of the parks. Village Green is still fairly reasonable. So, yeah, well, if you want to talk about rents, yeah, it's, well, I can only imagine what next winter is going to be in the villages. Because $4,000 a month, I thought was just crazy. Because a lot of people come for like 3 months, that's 12 grand. Well, heck, for $12,000, that'll pay for a whole year of upkeep on a home if you just bought one in the villages and you only went there for 3 months. But what I always tell everybody, this isn't really a sales pitch, but if I want to pay $12,800 or $12,000 for 3 months rent, no. I'm going to buy a house and use it throughout the year. I'll use it for the whole 3 months and then any other time, and let friends and family use it as well. I mean, that just throwing $12,000 out the window, to me, I don't know, man. I'm just like, why? You're gaining equity because prices just continue to go up, right, on your house. So anything you spend on the house, you're just going to get it back if you ever go to sell it. I just don't see throwing that money away, but some people just don't want the obligation of owning a home, and so that's fine. Lot rents. Okay, Scott. Well, so you're talking about, okay. I got you. So, yeah, here's the thing. You don't own real estate in these park models where you pay lot rent. Real estate means you own the ground, the land, and the home. So I can't, well, I guess I could, but I don't. You'll never see a park model in the MLS because it's not real estate. And that's just the simple fact. And so, and you're a testament to exactly why I would stay away from those type of communities where you don't own the land, you only own the house itself that's on the land, and you're subject to whatever they want to charge. And they, like you said right there, they go up and up and up. You're paying $600, $700, $800 a month just in lot rent, and then you have all your other utilities. No. Patricia, that was Latitude Margaritaville, water sound. So you have Daytona, Latitude Margaritaville, you have water sound, Latitude Margaritaville, up there around Destin. So, all right, so guess what? It is 7:30. We're gonna kind of come down to the end here. Oh, Mike, thank you so much for saying that. Oh, I almost forgot. How many people we have?
We got 55.
Huh?
55.
Okay, guess what, guys? 2 weeks from today is Memorial Day. Yours truly will not be here on Memorial Day. I'm going to be at the beach. So, with all the other crazies, because it does get crazy at the beach. And I might be up in Destin, if I'm not careful.
Maybe we can get a video from you.
Yeah, I can get up there and go to Water Sound.
So it'll be June 6th.
June 6th, the week after May 30th. So not 2 weeks, Mike. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 3 weeks, because we fall on Memorial Day in 2 weeks. I won't be here. So we will remind you guys, like probably the Friday before, there will not be a live show on the 30th. Check us out on the 6th, okay? So thank you all so much for attending this evening. Love you all. I really appreciate you guys coming with all the questions, saying all the comments, talking about the classic rock shows that we all enjoy. This is just so much fun for me, and I think for everybody. I know Mike in particular, so please keep coming back. Mike Portis, appreciate you showing up. Patricia, you've been a little quiet this evening, but thank you for showing up as well. And we'll see you all in 3 weeks, June 6th. Thanks so much. And like Wrestler said, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in 3 weeks.